Well, howdy, friends and floorheads. Tonight, we visit the Isle of the Damned. This is going to be an homage to the grindhouse horror cinema of the 1970s and 1980s. The scenario I'm using is based off of the Isle of the Damned scenario from the Grindhouse collection for Call of Cthulhu, which is available on Drive-Thru RPG. There's 3 total volumes of the Grindhouse collection. They are very different types of scenarios that you normally see for Call of Cthulhu, and I highly recommend picking up the whole collection. There's some really good stuff in there. But before we start, you should know that this will be in true Grindhouse cinema fashion. We are likely to have a good bit of gore and a considerable amount of violence. So if that is not really what you're in the mood for, you're for the mood for more of a mystery type Call of Cthulhu game, you check out our Forget Me Not, which is the first episode was back last Sunday, and you can find it on the YouTube channel. So the big question is what will become of our 4 college friends who are reuniting for a week-long getaway in a cabin on an island a mile from the mainland? We'll find out after the opening titles.
Attention, brave viewers. This video features adults immersed in a spine-chilling horror RPG experience. The content likely includes supernatural elements, horror-related events, and potentially scenes of violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy.
All right, so let's get started. 10 years ago, in 1965, you 4 walked across the stage at the University of Maine, clutching your diplomas and stepping out into the wider world. Those years at the university shaped you. Nights in the dorms or cramped apartments, late hours at the bars, and long, cold winters where it felt like the college town of Orono, Maine was the whole world. You were younger, less tried, hopeful, and confident. The future was wide open. Now, it's November 1975. You're in your early to mid-30s, 10 years gone from the graduation stage. Some of you with jobs, families, experiences, and disappointments in tow. This trip isn't just a vacation. It's a chance to compare who you were against who you've become. Old friends are a way to measure that. This is a reunion and a reminder. The boat rocks gently beneath your feet as Bleak Island rises ahead. Framed by the low sun, an hour from settling, the mile-long boat ride from the coastal town of Cutler goes by fast as you try to catch up with each other. The ocean air is sharp with salt and gulls wheeling lazily overhead. The island's beach catches the orange light, while shadows deepen along the tree line further inland. For a moment, this place looks idyllic, a private retreat, far from your bosses, your bills, and your responsibilities. A week of fishing, bonfires, and drinking with old friends, just like college, but with better liquor. But behind that promise lingers a hush, a quiet that feels longer than the waves and larger than the calls of the birds. As you step onto the sturdy wooden dock, the captain of the charter boat, the man who also owns the island and the cabin, Mr. Levinson, tips his cap Now remember, the main electrical breaker for the house is just inside the front door on the right. Just flip her up and you'll be ready to go. It'll turn all the electricity on and start the generator. The generator will kick on and you'll have more than enough gas to get you through the week. Now remember, it's going to get cold at night, but you've got a fireplace inside in the main living area. It'll heat the whole place. You've got some wood already stacked next to it. And if you run out of wood, there's a cord of wood on the side of the cabin and there's an axe in the kitchen. I'll be back here in a week, but if for some reason you need me, and he points to a shack at the very end of this long dock that has a large antenna out of it. He goes, right there's inside that shack is the radio. It's tuned automatically to ring me up. Just say 3 times, island to shore, island to shore, island to shore. I'll pick up and we'll find out what you need. He kind of is standing there waiting for something as his 2 crew members are unloading the crates and the luggage and all of the foods and supplies that you've brought. He's waiting to get paid. So which one of you booked this and who has the cash deposit in an envelope?
That would be Cole. Cole booked the cabin. He just overlooks the island, and when he sees what was the name of the good fella? Levinson. Oh yes, of course. Sorry, of course. Here's your money, and pull out like an envelope and hold it out to him. It's like, of course. Sorry about that. Yes.
So he opens the envelope, and you see him kind of flipping through the cash, and he goes,
"It's all in there.
All right, that's half, and the other half is when I come pick you up, right?
That's the deal. You got it.
This includes the deposit, so I'm going to inspect the cabin after you leave, and you get your deposit back. I'll send you a check as soon as I do the inspection."
Well, we're gonna make sure not to demolish it. We're not gonna go too crazy. Isn't that right? I look at my friends.
We're not in our 20s anymore.
He gives you a nod, and the boat casts off. You're left only with the smell of brine and the creak of wet wood underfoot. The chill of November in Maine with a steady slap of waves against the pilings. To the west, the sun slides closer to the horizon, painting the water gold. Around you is beach, rocks, gulls, and silence. The island is yours, and yours alone, at least for the next 7 days. Off the dock, the narrow trail winds up to the cabin that is going to be your home for the week.
Well, shall we make it to the cabin? Hey, Steve, you mind grabbing one of those from me? It's just, I pulled my back the other day. It would be great if you could just help me carry that one up. And I just grabbed one of the smaller cases.
I look down. I look at my arms. They're skinny. I'm not in shape. I grab one. Struggle.
There you go. There you go. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, Cole.
It's a win-win. It's what we call a win-win situation, Steve. Win-win situation. Well, are we all excited? Come on.
I
We
stand
got
on
a
the
whole
dock.
island to ourselves. Come on,
Yeah, I
guys. A
stand
little
on
bit
the
more.
dock. I'm stretching. I basically like. I take my time looking around at the horizon, just scanning the island itself to see if I spot any structures, anything that stands out. And then, after taking a good look at the island itself, gazing at the sun, I turn to Cole and I say, "Not bad, Cole. Not bad."
I knew you were going to like it. I knew it. I told you. This is going to be great. This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I brought a little something in my bag for later. We're not drinking this cheap stuff anymore. That's for sure.
Oh, we could have picked someplace a little warmer.
Oh, is it a little too cold for you, Carter?
Well, I don't live in Maine anymore. I'm not used to this.
You'll get used to it. You're gonna put on a sweatshirt, and we're gonna have a nice fire going, and we're gonna be nice and cozy in there. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm sure
Oh.
tomorrow we're gonna have more sun. It's gonna get warmer. It's a little overcast today.
Just clutching my leather jacket around me even tighter. Just. Let's go inside. There's no wind inside.
First smart thing you said today. Let's go.
So it might take a trip or two to kind of get all of these boxes and crates. You got a week worth of supplies here up to that front porch. It's a kind of a dirt path clearing that leads up to it. There's still some patches of snow from the most recent dropping of snow. But temperature wise, it is, low 50s. Estimated to potentially get closer to freezing as the night comes. But to Cole's point, the sun should be out tomorrow, and it should be phenomenally much warmer. So as you're carrying that through, there's a bit of a wind coming off the sea. The gulls seem to be overhead only when you're over the dock and on the shore. But as you get closer to this cabin, they tend to kind of turn away and stay more focused on maybe where the fish are. You smell the sea salt, that tang in the air. The cabin itself, made of logs, weathered, dark. The windows are shuttered like closed eyes. Cole, you know this, and everybody else can guess this by looking at it. It was built back in the 40s. Has exchanged hands a few times. At one point, Levinson mentioned to you, Cole, that he inherited it.
Is the door? I'm going to go up to the door and see if it's open.
So we didn't do it in thing, but obviously you were given a key by Levinson, and you open the door. So inside is dark because the shutters are there, but you look to your right and you see what was promised, which was a large switch to get the generator started.
Well, Cole obviously is I'm going to flip the switch on, hoping, just part of me worrying that it's not going to turn on. And if it does, I don't know what to do. So there's a little prayer and I flick the switch.
And I'm imagining, Cole, that you look back out and you see the boat is already like 3/4 of a mile or a quarter of a mile away. So it takes a little bit of work, but you're able to and nothing.
Oh.
But a light flickers in the room to the left, and slowly but surely the cabin comes alive. So concerns about there not being power are now gone. Now this hall that you're in is smells stale, dusty, a slight hint of mildew. Cole, you were told that this cabin is used all the time, that he rents this out all the time. This betrays that a bit. There's a large wardrobe in the back of this hall. It's a huge antique with brass fittings, made of dark wood. I would assume maybe a place to hang coats and things as you come in. The floor's got a worn rug under it. The colors are faded. And you've got a door on the right-hand side.
Well, it's not a 5-star hotel, but I think we're gonna be really comfortable. Everybody come in. I look around, give everybody a big grin. See, this is what you can afford when you're salesman of the month 12 months in a row.
Coleman, chill, brother. And I grab the bag off of your shoulder. That's as you're maybe explaining is slipping off. It's a camera bag. And I run in. Somehow the bag on my shoulder isn't as heavy anymore. It's great.
Oh, easy there.
Great. I mean, it's salesman of the month.
12 months in a row. 12 months in a row.
My dad still has those pictures up on the wall at home. Good work.
I
Well,
want to walk
I'm gonna
around.
take the biggest bedroom.
All
I'm-
right.
Go looking for that.
Yeah, so you walk into the next room, and this is obviously a living room. You've got a pretty large fireplace on the far wall, which you would imagine also backs up against, the outside. The windows are shuttered, but you can see, obviously we could open the windows. We could open those shutters if we want. There's a ceiling bulb up above with a kind of a glass covering. It's giving kind of a yellowish tone to everything as it's cast through there. You've got in the center of this living area, you've got a large wooden table. It looks old, scarred, and it's got 4 chairs around it. So maybe this room is maybe a double for dining room as well as living room. There is a trunk up against the wall, like a storage trunk, but it's not completely opened, and you can see a deer antler that's sticking out of the trunk. There's a fishing bowl with tackle pressed up against the corner. But probably the biggest feature that you really notice is above the fireplace. There's a painting. Looks to be an original. It's of a man sitting in a chair in front of a fireplace. Based on his clothing and kind of his hairstyle, you would guess maybe this is maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago that this painting was done. And then to your right there, you can already see leads into the kitchen.
I want to walk around the room. I'm looking at details, run my fingers over furniture. I want to see if I scrape up dust or something.
You do. You pick up a little bit of dust.
Yeah.
Why don't we do our first roll, Lily? Can you give me a spot hidden?
Of course.
The official skill of Call of Cthulhu.
Where? What class?
So if
Science.
you're on your skills tab, you should find.
skills tab.
Yep, you should find spot hidden in the lower right corner.
Got it. Rolling.
All right. So 79 is a failure. Your spot hidden is what? 25%.
Spot hidden is 25. It's not.
Yeah. So I don't think you're going to spend 50 some odd luck in order to do that.
No, I'm not. No. My intent is just walk around, but
Yeah.
also I wanted to maybe hear or listen for my foot against the wooden floor or the rug if it creaks hollow.
I don't know if it creaks hollow or whether we'll be able to determine that, but it definitely creaks. These are wooden floors under these throw rugs, so it's not like like full rug. These are throw rugs that are down there. This place is old, Lily. This place is old.
Dusty air, like it's just
Yeah. And it just has that smell of unopened and closed off air. The one thing you will notice though is the fireplace in the painting matches the fireplace that's above. So it would appear that this was painted here in the cabin.
okay.
Another thing too, all 4 of you would notice this. That doesn't look like a young Levinson. There's no familial.
I stop in front of the painting, just looking at it and tilt my head. That's it. I just wanted to paint that picture.
Paint the picture of you looking at the painted picture. Well
Yeah.
done, Lily.
Because I don't think I'm going to spot anything else.
What is the bedroom situation in this house?
So
What
you
is-
have been promised 4 bedrooms.
Mm.
We have yet to find them.
Mm.
If we are moving along towards what we assume is the kitchen, there's a pantry area first. And as you walk into this pantry area, this is unlike the living area, is far more claustrophobic. It's much tighter. There's a door off to the right that leads to the kitchen. The air is a little cooler in here. It's almost a glorified hallway, but there are shelves floor to ceiling on all three walls because of the L shape of this hallway. And for a lot of these shelves, you can see nothing. There's no jars or anything. Some of them you can see circles where there may have been jars at some point, but there's no longer there. Now on we'll say the northern shelf, the shelf right in front of you, there are several mason jars, and luckily they're labeled. So there's mason jars that contain vegetable stew, it says on it. And you can see in the clear vegetable jar that they've got stew in there. You see pickled eggs, looks like maybe ham hock and like a gelatin or something. Mushrooms pickled inside of the mason jar, and an excessive amount of pearl onions. So maybe whoever was here last was a huge fan of gimlets. You look at this next, like the series of 3 or 4 pearl onions, and you stop on the last one, and it's kind of off to the far left. And it looks like it contains an animal's eye inside some sort of brine.
I would like to grab the jar.
The jar is yours.
I'm watching you.
Single-handedly, Carter prevents me from asking for a sand roll.
as-
Well done.
As Carter puts up the jar, Steve is fiddling through the bag and grabs the Polaroid camera in his bag and takes a very, very poorly positioned Polaroid, but a very classic Polaroid of Carter with the jar and an eyeball maybe in the jar.
And Carter, you're closest to this eyeball. It looks like maybe like a rodent. So it's pretty tiny. It's about the size of the pearl onions that are in the other ones. And it's just floating in there. The little vein of the optic nerve is still just a little bit of a tail. So it almost has this tadpole look to it.
Tadpole.
Let's remember to not put this in any cocktails we make. I'm going to shake it a little bit and then put it kind of like on the lowest shelf.
As you guys move along into the kitchen, this is a spacious kitchen, very similar to what you saw size-wise to the living room. It feels domestic. There's a pump spout over a farmhouse style sink. And the one side, there's counters. There's another large table in the center of this one. So maybe this is where you'd eat. I don't know, or maybe in the living room. The appliances, all 1950s. Refrigerator. It's got a steady insect-like hum. You can tell it was left cracked open, which is smart because if this had been left here closed for a long time, it would have a bit of a smell. There's a knife block with chef knives inside of it. The promised axe is in the back corner next to the back door. And to the right of the axe is another door that is open and leads, you think, to a hallway. Maybe that's where the goddamn bedrooms are.
What is that I'm hearing? Cocktails. Now you're speaking my language. That's a plan. Should we open up like the windows? It's really stuffy in here.
Hey, Steve, why don't you bring the groceries in here?
Yeah, Steve. Come on. Listen to the lady. Bring in the groceries, won't you?
I look around. I take the Polaroid, and it's Carter with the eye jar, and I slam it on the table. I go, pour me a drink. I'm leaving. I go out to grab the groceries. I'm watching you.
Steve, we're just joking. We're just joshing.
Big ol'.
Now, as you wait for Steve in the kitchen, you realize it's a little warmer in here than it was outside, but not that much warmer. You, as promised, though, there's the fireplace in the living area, and there was a little bit of wood there, but he also told you, if you wanted to cut more wood, it's right outside, and there's an axe for you to use. Steve, you step outside onto the porch, and you are picking up the crates and the boxes and moving them from the porch to inside. Out of curiosity, is this a new dynamic for the four of you? Or are you guys picking up right where you left off 10 years ago?
We're picking up right where we left off. I am down bad. I'm here. I'm gonna take orders. I'm here for a job.
Okay.
These are my friends, but I'm here for a job. I'm here to capture something. I'm here to capture the wildlife. But we have a very similar dynamic as we had in college.
So it's not uncommon for everybody to just expect or to say, Steve, why don't you go grab that? Steve, why don't you run to the store? Steve, we're out of beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cutting back into the kitchen, opening up the cabinets, there's enough plates and cups and glasses probably for the four of you, but there's going to be a lot of dishwashing that's going to need to happen. The cabinets are pretty sparse. Each time you open up, you get kind of as the dust kind of floats out of it. Once again, Cole promises that you would have a lived-in cabin. Might have been exaggerated just a bit. With Steve outside of the kitchen, what is the conversation that's happening?
I want to start a fire in the fireplace. So I'll just say, "Hey gang, I'll just get the fire going and proceed."
Thank you.
Finally, some initiative. Love that, Lily. I'm going to stand close. Have my maybe I'll open one window or like a shutter at least. There's a little bit of light coming in, and I'm just standing watching as Lily's trying to start the fire. Just look up at the painting. You know, I should get one of those for myself. I feel like I should put my money in that. You know, that's quite something, right? You see yourself hanging on the wall, and just your kids are gonna look up to that, and then your grandchildren, and it just projects something, doesn't it?
Really, you want a picture of you hanging in a cabin in the middle of nowhere? I guess I can see that, Cole.
Well, maybe not in the middle of nowhere. I was thinking some nice house on the beach, somewhere where it's warmer. But, you know, I mean, cabin doesn't sound that half bad.
Lily, you get down on one knee. There's the wood that's just stacked next to the fireplace. You see kindling. There's starter papers. There's those long fireplace matches there. You've put the wood on. You start to get it going. The wood is nice and dry, so this is going to heat up very quick, and you should be able to have a roaring fire in no time. Carter, where are you?
I'm moving from the kitchen and kind of sneaking towards what I think are the bedrooms to see if there is a large one, and maybe I can get there before Cole.
So I'm going to give you, and what I'm imagining, and keep me honest here, Carter, I'm imagining open up the door, check it out, open up the door, check it out, because it's a hallway with 4 doors on it on the far side. So you open up the first one, which is right across from the kitchen. It's very plain, very functional. It's got a narrow bed, like a twin bed with an iron frame on it. There's chipped white paints on the walls. There's a squat, short dresser on the right-hand side with a mirror that's cracked up above it. In the middle of the floor, you've got a nice circle rug that's woven and worn. And the window, of course, is shuttered and closed. So let's call this the iron bedroom. You go to the next one. This one's a little bit nicer. It has the smell of cedar when you open up the door. It's broad. It's got carved dark wood on the walls instead of painting. There's a double bed. You've got a quilt on the bed. You were told to bring your linens, but this one has a quilt there. And also has a window right directly over the bed, also closed and shuttered, with blankets everywhere, and a large wardrobe on the right-hand side. So we'll call the second bedroom, we'll call this the wardrobe room. The third one stands out. The second to last one, Carter, when you get there, is almost like a shrine. It also has a double bed, so a larger bed, but a nice carved wood frame. There is a bear's head stuffed on one wall and an elk's head stuffed on the other wall. There's a large trunk at the foot of the bed, and there are photos of felled animals on the dresser and on the walls. So somebody hunting perhaps is taking pictures of dead deer. There's a dead bear. We'll call this the hunting room. Last but not least, the fourth one. This one is beautifully painted. In fact, the walls are painted kind of a new blue. Really stands out from the other four of them. It's got wallpaper on one wall. That's kind of peeling a little bit. It's got a writing desk as well as a double bed. And we'll call this the blue room. Steve, you get all of the stuff off of the porch. You start carrying it off into the kitchen. Cole and Lily are there getting the fire going. Oh my God, Lily, how good does that feel? That warmth is kind of hitting your hands and it's starting to roar enough that you have to step away from it a little bit.
I think Steve, do I see the fire, the smoke coming out of the chimney?
When you were outside?
Yeah.
No, I think you had enough time to kind of, I think the time it would take to put stuff into the main hallway is about the time it would take Lily to make that fire. But you immediately, like as you close the front door and you can feel the warmth coming off that living area.
I look over at Lily, I go, good job. I drop the bags and I go, I'll get more firewood, I guess, because nobody else is. Slam the door. I'm going to go outside in a almost satirical horror movie type voice, talking to myself. They want to make a fucking fire. They don't want to get wood. I'm gonna realize there's no axe.
Yeah, you go around the corner, Steve, and you can see that there's maybe like 20 yards between the cabin and the tree line. The forest is very dark, very dense fir trees. And you get around to the side, and as he promised, it's cords of wood, large cords of wood. You probably would not be able to carry them. You'd probably be able to roll them and then bring them up, and then you'd have to split them with the axe. I'm going to jump back to Carter real quick. Carter, as you come out of the blue room, you notice a door across from the blue room, and you've been kind of keeping track. This is not a huge cabin. That appears to be a door to the main entryway. But if you don't remember seeing that door when you went in the entryway.
I'm gonna knock on it, see what it sounds like.
Cole and Lily, you're in the living room and you hear a knocking coming from the entryway.
What was that? Did you hear it?
Carter, what are you up to?
I don't know. There's a door, but I
Of
found
course
my
there's doors.
room.
What?
Oh, the room.
Stand up and
I
follow
think
her
she's
voice.
in there.
Yeah, as you guys walk into the entryway and Carter promises a door, you don't see a door, but it's Carter, and you take a second and you can see the seams. So for whatever reason, there's a door that has no handle from the entryway that seems to be like a secret door hidden. But on your side, Carter, just looks like a regular door.
Does it open if I push from the main hall side of?
There does not seem to be any type of handle or anything. Carter,
I'll knock. I'll knock for Carter. Like, hey, Carter, how to get in there?
I'm gonna kick off my boots and put them in the blue room as
Ah,
claiming the blue room. I'm not willing to take off my jacket, but then I'll pad over and try to open the door.
opens without any problem whatsoever. You guys see the seat, the where the creases were, opens right up, right across from this door behind Carter. You see a bedroom with blue paint on the walls and Carter's boots at the bed at the foot of the bed.
Carter, I call dibs on the biggest room.
Oh, there are plenty of rooms. Although the one with the photographs might be more up Steve's alley.
Well, that makes picking easy.
Steve, it sounds like you were going to go back inside and run and get the axe. Now, did you want to go through the front door and go all the way through? But there, if you remember seeing a back door in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't think Steve ever had the intention of cutting wood.
Okay.
I think it was more of a tantrum at being bossed around again, getting brought back to his college days, maybe. Steve, I looked down and just kind of putter around the wood. Realize that the bundles, the cords are too big to bring into the house. I have a camera around my neck. I don't want to venture off, but I want to kind of take some photos of the landscape of the house for memory's sake.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, Steve, with your eye as a photographer, you kind of the cabin is like risen up above the shore, right? It was a bit of an uphill journey to get there, a good 100 yards from the shore, and where you're standing, pretty amazing. The ocean, pretty calm. The moonlight has just a strip reflecting on the water itself. You can see the gulls circling and flying all around. You hear the woods, that sound of outside, crickets and frogs. Pretty damn peaceful. A little chilly. But yeah, I think that there's several interesting photos that could be taken just from here from the cabin on your side.
I don't suppose that's any way that I could work in spot hidden, is it?
If you'd like to do a spot hidden, we can, sure.
Of around the area, maybe of the cabin, maybe some, misfires on the camera.
I'm good with that. Are you you're a photographer. What is your spot hidden?
It looks like 40.
That's pretty good. Let's do a spot hidden.
Not that good.
So, Steve, you're looking around. You kind of walk up to the edge of where the fir trees are, where they haven't been cleared out for the building of the cabin. Pretty quickly recognize that the cabin's made of pine. These are fir trees. You could imagine they've cleared this, and that's maybe the lumber that they used to build this house, this cabin. You get to darkness very quickly, just standing at the edge of the forest. You can tell that the coverage and the canopy of this forest must be pretty thick because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of light. I'm going to assume that you did a little bit of research on this island. The island itself is about 1 mile long and 1/2 mile wide. It's a good sized island, all covered with these fir trees, this fir tree forest, except for this one cleared out area where the cabin is and with the dock. As you go back to where the wood is up against the cabin, you hear some scurrying, like between the wood and the wall of the cabin. And I think Steve immediately would go, maybe a squirrel, maybe a rat or something.
Fucking animals. I can't believe Cole got me into this again. I'm gonna look down at the wood, kick it again, start walking, kind of scoff off. to the sound. Head back inside. Cole,
I would like to. Sorry.
go ahead.
You go. I would like to go into the room where Carter mentioned the pictures.
The hunting room.
Yeah, the hunting room, the pictures, and have a quick look at the pictures. And grab one of them and then just shout down the hallway, "Hey, Steve, there's a picture of your mom."
Yeah, I immediately leave. No, I'm kidding. I'll continue walking in. Soft. What did you guys bring to drink again?
I got some nice bourbon.
Start rifling through the bags.
Yeah, and let's have you find the liquor crate, right? There's a whole crate full of different liquors. Everybody made a list and contributed, and back at the shore in Maine, you guys unloaded the cars, filled up these crates that were provided by Levinson. So yeah, Steve, if you want to pick up that crate of liquor, carry it back into the kitchen, you're more than welcome to. Cole, while you're in the hunting room, it's as I described to Carter, right? There's nobody in these pictures with these animals. So this isn't like a trophy picture, right? Like I, killed an animal with a gun and I'm going to stand next to this carcass and you take a picture of me. It's just pictures of dead animals. I will ask for a spot hidden from you.
Absolutely.
You guys are coming out strong. I like this.
Really swinging out the gate. Yep.
Despite the failure, you're going to pick up, I want to say, two things. One is the animals are definitely dead, but it's not apparent why. So you're not seeing large wounds or anything, but just the glazed over look in their eyes tells you these are pictures of dead animals, and they're typical animals that would be hunted, right? Which reinforces the stuffed elk and the stuffed bear head that's on the wall. I mentioned the pretty decent sized footlocker crate at the foot of this bed that has this nice cedar frame to it. And you can see that it's padlocked. Lily, are we checking out any other bedrooms?
Yes, I wanted to claim one of the rooms while Cole is doing Cole's thing, and distracted, I want to take the wardrobe room.
Excellent. Yeah, you get
Grab
in
my
there.
backpack, throw it on the bed.
You go in there, throw it on the bed. One of these crates that you brought has all the linens and everything in it, so you're going to have to make the bed later. This huge ornate wardrobe is on the far side of it. You walk over to Lily and check. It's not locked, and you open it up. It's got a rack in order to hang clothes. There is no hangers or anything. Get a whiff of something. You look down and you see maybe 24 rat droppings at the very bottom of the wardrobe. Nice little pellets left for you.
I just go, nope, close it. I'm not going to use that. Just leave my clothes somewhere else. I did want to change, take that opportunity to close the door and get some a tracksuit from my backpack, change into something more comfortable. Yeah,
Beautiful.
and get, I guess, the rest of the vibes in this place. Any other standout features?
No, I mean, you now have explored all the rooms. Cole oversold this place a little bit. This is a little older and a little dustier than I think what you anticipated. It's a little bit more rugged, maybe than Cole happened to mention when they were selling you on coming out here for the week. Steve, you get to the kitchen. What are we making?
I throw down a bottle of bourbon. Not making anything.
Okay.
I'm going straight for the cabinet, the pantry, and I am looking for small shot glasses.
Oh, not in the pantry. They're actually in one of the overhead cabinets.
Yeah,
So
cabinet, pantry, wherever.
perfect. Yep. So you go to the cabinets, you pull it out, and yeah, let's have 3 shot glasses because that's a little bit more interesting. So you pull out those 3 shot glasses. Carter, last I left you, you were in the blue room or at the doorstep of the blue room. What are we doing?
I'm gonna pull my keys out of my pocket, toss that on the bed just to further establish that this is my territory. And then I'll head over to the kitchen to Steve, and I'll just bump his shoulder like, "Good to see you, bud."
Carter, thanks for always being kind to me, man. I mean, look at me. I'm out here chopping wood, bringing in wood.
I mean, Lily's the fit
lumberjack,
one. Lily's the strong one. Have her do it.
Lily's never done a day of work in her life.
What?
I say that as I put my camera down.
Yeah, Mr. Blue Collar. Let's cut to Cole. Cole, you're in the hunting room.
Yeah. I'll put the picture back down. I don't think I want this room. So I'm looking for the remaining room that's not either filled with dead animals or does have Carter's shoes in them.
So the next door is closed. I think you heard Lily, so it's probably a good chance that Lily's in that room. You go to the last one, and it's that really Spartan room that has basically a metal iron frame, a pretty small twin mattress, kind of probably the worst of the 4 pillows.
I'm gonna go back to the hunting room, and I'm gonna grab the hopefully nicer pillow and the quilt that's maybe on there and just like pull it quickly. Like I'm looking at if anybody's looking, and then just like quickly wander over and replace the 2.
All right. You're doing the switching. Lily, as you are now in your tracksuit.
Yeah, I want to come out and join Steve and the kitchen to go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And Carter.
So Lily, you walk in there, you can see Carter and Steve, 3 shot glasses. Steve, I assume, is pouring some bourbon into each one of them. Lily, are you a drinker?
Yeah, but just moderate, just social.
So you look at the bourbon, and it looks decent. I will say you get a bit of a ting of hunger. And with the gas stove that's there and the fridge, which is not cold yet, I think you start thinking about, I'm not going to be able to walk down the street and, grab McDonald's. It's probably going to take, 45 minutes to make dinner.
So I'm going to be like, "Hey, Steve, want to help me with getting something ready?"
Lily, it's so good to see you. And
Yeah, buddy, come on.
I have 3 shots in my hands and push them towards Carter and Lily. I go, "Lily, come on. We never get to talk to each other anymore ever since I left. I miss you."
Yeah. You have some explaining to do, but we'll get to that eventually, I'm sure. I'll grab one of the shots.
Carter, are you grabbing a glass?
Yeah. And I will hold it as if to cheers and say, "Cole, get your ass in here."
Yes, ma'am. And I come wandering out. Well, where's my drink? What's this?
I'm going to point to the rat eyeball.
What? The jar with the eye in it?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll cheers,
Wow.
throw it back, pour a quick shot, and then push it towards Cole.
Here's
Connor, I
to
think
those
we're-
that...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, here's to those that wish us well. All the rest can go to hell.
We'll drink to that.
So academic. All right. So Cole, I think you without any difficulty have successfully switched the quilt and the pillow
Excellent.
from the hunting room to the iron room.
Yes.
That is in you drop your bags and stuff there. So all rooms are claimed, and by elimination, Steve will have the hunting room.
Well, everyone, what do you think? I mean, it's not the Ritz-Carlton, but it's something, right?
Something.
Better than the dorms.
I mean, it needs a little bit of paint, maybe, clean it up a little bit, but I think this could be really something.
Well, you know me, I don't care much about the cabin. I can't wait to get out there in the woods next morning.
And I can't wait to read a book indoors.
Come on, we're here to let loose a little bit. What's that with exercise and reading?
Exercise, that's definitely something this place needs.
Oh,
Good one.
I stick my hand up and I go, someone say let loose. I grab a big bag of beans and I start
What?
beans and I start soaking them. We need to eat, right?
So wild and crazy.
Hell yes.
I don't eat meat. I haven't eaten. You guys know that. I haven't eaten meat since college.
With some good beans. But you could use a little bit meat. Look at you, and I grab your arm. Just look at that. What is that? Come on, Steve. Come on.
That is peak male performance.
So, Steve, you throw the beans in the water. You brought seasonings with you, so you season the beans themselves. Does anybody want something other than a bean dinner?
I'm good with beans and bourbon.
Yeah, sure. Let's go light on this tonight, just for tonight.
Well, Steve, I'm glad we have our personal cook with us. It's always a delight. I missed you, buddy. Like slap you on the shoulder a little too hard. A little too hard.
Ow. Oh man. Yeah, this gas stove really heats up pretty quick.
And I will say that, you're starting to feel the warmth of that fire. And yeah, maybe this isn't exactly what you were thinking, what you were bargaining for necessarily, but as it kind of warms up and really the four of you are kind of together, I'm imagining Steve up at the stove, kind of stirring and seasoning the beans. Maybe the three of you are sitting at the large table that's on the big oval rug. Unless you say otherwise, I think the three of you are just like, exhale. You are figuratively and literally pretty far away. So kind of the stresses of the mainland and your everyday kind of go away. And I don't know, maybe this was a good idea. Maybe this is kind of cool to see old friends. Steve, what are you thinking about while you stir the beans?
I'm looking out the window. There's no light, right?
No. And a little bit of moonlight is hitting some of the snow and the grass between the cabin and the woods. You're stirring the beans. Your mind is wandering. And you think to yourself, God, it's so satisfying how separate flavors can come together into something so delicious.
I think. Do we have a decent amount of maybe jars or food prep on the counter?
Oh yeah, you can bring food in, and I'm
okay, cool. So there's a lot of jars on the counter. I grabbed the jar with the rat's eyeball in it. I'm not thinking. People could tell that Steve is in one of his deep states where he's not thinking about anything. He is just going through the process. I grab the jar and you hear a loud.
All three of you see Steve opening the jar with the pickled eye.
Steve, I'm gonna stand up,
No,
trying
let
to
him-
beat
let
him
him.
to the beans.
You're no fun, Carter. You're no fun.
Look, I might eat meat, but I don't eat eyeballs.
No wonder you got into teaching. Just no fun.
Well, little did you know, I'm tenure track, so
Ooh la la. Wow. Congratulations. Big whoop. Wow. I'm impressed. Now I'm happy for you.
you sound real happy there, bud.
I am. You know me. I want my friends to succeed. I want everybody to get a slice of the pie. I'm happy for you.
Ooh,
Seriously.
did we bring pie?
I think somebody definitely brought pie.
Oh, what crate is that in?
I look down at the jar as this is going on and kind of
Both
snap
of our
out of it.
hands are on it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys
Oh.
can smell that pickling, that briny smell.
I say, "Oh, sorry. It was a joke. It was a prank." Seal it up. It's just a prank. I put it to the side of the counter. I look at Lily. I go, "Lily, this is your protein for tomorrow."
Haha, nice one, Steve.
So, Steve, how long have you been a vegetarian?
I would say, yeah, since college.
I don't know if it's kind of being with your friends from college or what, but God, some pork or beef or even some chicken would taste really good.
it's probably the bourbon saying that.
I would say we brought some meats.
Really good, Steve. It would some protein would taste really good.
I put the jar to the side.
No,
Go.
I put the jar, I put the lid on, and I put it in a cabinet behind something with the doors closed.
The jar is to the side.
We might need that for later. We could play a fun game of truth and dare.
I
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at
Maybe play
it.
some poker. Loser has to drink it. Come on.
I'm gonna
it'll be
go
fun.
over. I'm gonna go over to Lily and just, boys.
Yeah. God damn. Cole.
I grab a pan, slam it on the gas stove, and I go, "Chicken and beans tonight. Grilled chicken. It'll be great." And I look at Cole. I go, "You make chicken?"
Are you okay, Stevie? Are you all right? Wait, chicken? You want some chicken?
I'm in Rome. We're in heaven here.
Hey, I love that for you. All right, yeah, I brought some. Let me get it. We're gonna make some good chicken tonight.
Slam my hand on the stove and walk away. You're in charge of the stove.
So, Cole, I'm imagining one of those 1970s large multi-gallon coolers that you guys brought packed with ice. Probably didn't need the ice with as cold as it is outside, but you brought it. And I think you've got all kinds of different proteins in there. But let's have a whole chicken in there. There's knives if you want to carve that up. I don't know whether you want to bake it or, pan fry it or what you're thinking. While Cole's getting the chicken, Steve, you have the jar taken away from you by Carter. Carter has hidden that jar. Lily, you just sitting and watching? What are we doing?
Yeah, I think in this moment where she's really sinking into the, I want to say furniture. Do we say couches? What's the seating around the fireplace? This is the
Yeah.
floor?
Yeah, there just seems to be like dining chairs, all made of wood. There
Yeah,
doesn't seem to
so
be
she probably
like comfy chairs or couches or
yeah,
anything.
she's probably one of those chairs, leaning on the rest. And for a while all of this was going on, she kind of like zones out a bit. There's a look of sadness in her face. She's thinking about, her mind is still back there in the city. Even though she's here, her mind is just kind of like out there, and she's having trouble. She's having trouble focusing on the cabin itself for a while.
Give me a quick spot hidden, if you don't mind.
Sure. My amazing spot hidden. Here goes.
Yes. 47. Do you wish to spend 22 luck?
I am not that crazy yet.
Not that desperate.
Yet.
Cole, you open up the cooler, you grab this whole chicken, you go to a different counter away from the stove. There's a really nice butcher's block, pretty rustic. You put it down and you grab a nice knife and start carving up the chicken. You bit of a cook. Are you good at this?
I'm kind of winging it, just like everything else in life. There's, hey, I think just like many other things in life, I fake it till I make it. And cooking chicken, while maybe not one of the best ideas to just try, how hard can it be, right? So I'm gonna start carving it up.
The knife is surprisingly sharp. You have no difficulty kind of cutting the flesh open on this dead bird. With a little bit of force, you're able to separate the leg from the rest of the breast. Your mind waters a little bit. And you think, you know what? With enough patience, any cut of flesh could be tender and maybe even reshaped into something.
I for sure am thinking that. And will keep that thought to myself.
Yeah, and that may not be a normal thought for Cole, but it feels normal.
Good to know.
I got a question. Just now, after the roll, is there a push option for it?
There is a push. With spot hidden, it's hard for me to come up with a harder like failure than you just don't find it. So I won't allow a push here.
No. Yeah, no. Plus it's too low. Way too low.
So we have kind of a cozy situation. We've got Cole getting the chicken ready, carving it up. Steve with the beans. Carter keeping Steve away from things. Lily relaxing by the table.
I notice Lily looks a little not here, maybe sad. So while keeping an eye on Steve, just want to like kind of walk pretty close, be like, hey, you doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, should be fine. This is good. Get out of the city. This was a good idea, I think. Just that back home. I am in no rush in going back. How about you, though? I mean, how about you?
You know, I like it in California. Back home, it's pretty nice. It's not cold. The tenure thing is pretty exciting. You know, I've done a bunch of my field study. Hopefully in another year, I'll get to go back. But, you know, we get to see where we go. It's a little different than it was when I was in school. But, you know, they still pull the same shit, all these undergrads.
Of course. Sounds nice, though. Sounds like you know where you're going, at least.
Well, you know, I've always got a couch if you need someplace to stay. But Cole, the reason we keep him around is that he's got some good ideas, and when in a pinch, he always comes through.
That's true. I mean, good ideas. I don't know about the execution, but good ideas.
Isn't that right, Cole?
Oh, we can't hear you, Cole.
Oh,
What are you talking about, ladies back there? What is right?
you were right for once. Don't let it go to your head.
Oh, did you hear that, Steve? Stevie, Carter telling me I was right.
Wait. I grab the Polaroid and I
Yeah.
snap a picture of Steve. I go, this, instantly scribble down with a pen. I was right. Carter told me so. And I give it to him. This is a monumental moment. I'm glad I could capture it for you, Steve.
I'm so
know.
glad.
Cool.
Lily,
I'll put it up in my office right next to my Star Cellar plaque.
Mm-hmm.
Lily, you hear a cracking coming from the living room. It's obviously the wood burning and kind of falling as it burns. I think instinctively you might get up and go check it.
I'll go. Stand up quickly. Hey, 1 second. I'll check on the fire.
Well done. It's nice and warm in here. And like I mentioned, that the warmth of this fire, the work that you've done has spread nicely through the rest of the cabin. It does need another log. It's burning maybe a little bit quicker than you anticipated. Maybe that wood's a little bit drier than what you're used to. You want to throw another log on?
I will.
You seem skeptical.
I mean, this is like the phrasing of all of this. Yeah,
Lily,
I'll keep the fire alive.
Yeah, you drop to one knee like you did before, and you grab a piece of wood, and there's a poker there, and you're kind of poking the fire, get it set so that it can accept the new log. You think about things as you're staring at it, a little hypnotic, the flames itself, and the idea that, God, it's amazing. Like, flames consume everything, and they just create just so much warmth and light. It changes everything it touches. As I put this log in here, it consumes it and reshapes the log. It's so purifying.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Top of the log. Keep it alive.
Maybe we'll fast forward a little bit. 4 of you are sitting at the table with beans. Some did we roast the chicken? What did we do, Sol?
I think, I roasted the chicken. I think. I don't know how it came out. I don't know if there's a cooking roll. So
You know what? There isn't, but let's do a luck roll real quick.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Okay. Let's see how the chicken came out. Everybody roll luck for salmonella.
Is it, what color is?
So
good.
very nice. Cole, you purposefully kind of race to the table and cut into the chicken. You didn't have a thermometer or anything. You're kind of cutting, going, please be cooked, please be cooked, please be cooked. You cut all the way through. There's no pink or red. You have successfully cut it up nice. I think for the 3 of you, the beans, they taste good, like really good black beans. And Cole claims not to be much of a cook, but Steve, man, it's been so long. That chicken tastes good. Carter, you mentioned you were vegan as well. Is that right?
No, I eat meat, but not like.
Who was it,
crazy
Lily? I
about
thought
it.
I had one more vegan. Did I not? Or was it just, okay, it was just Steve. So yeah, the 4 of you eat and drink. Speaking of drink, are we drinking with dinner or is it just the shots?
Absolutely drinking with dinner.
It's our
think now
first night.
Yeah. Well, I propose a toast and stand up and well, here's to making an unforgettable weekend with good friends. And I push the glass in the middle to like make a toast.
Who has the highest spot hidden? We know Steve has 40. We know Lily has garbage. What does Cole and
Garbage.
Carter have?
25.
Not, yeah, also.
All right, Steve, give me a quick spot hidden if you don't mind.
Fair enough.
Steve, as you're standing there, you're seeing on the very top of the table, someone has carved into it. And it looks like they've carved 5 like marks. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th mark slashing it. What's after dinner?
Let's play a game.
Oh, what's the game of choice? You want poker?
Not poker.
You're just afraid you're gonna lose money again.
Yeah, I don't have all the money. I have chosen another thing to base my self-worth on.
I have
I've been drinking.
I have an answer, and as I lean forward, I kind of cover up maybe the carving below my forearm. Who wants to play Uno? I have an Uno deck.
Okay. I don't know if there's Uno in 75, but let's assume
I looked it
probably
up. It was 1971.
Look at you. So not only do you have Uno, but it's the hot game, right? It's only been out for a couple years.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Listen,
A lot of fun.
I'm
Hell
imagining
yeah.
Steve might have to teach the rules for Uno, and nobody ever gets the rules for a double reverse right, but you guys do the best you can. And Carter, as you're playing, people are laughing, you guys are catching up, and you have a thought. As you're looking at the cards, shuffling the cards, throwing the cards around, isn't it funny how like random pieces just kind of fall in place and somehow order is stitched together by chance? I mean, every one of these cards has its role. You can swap them, maybe merge them. Maybe you could make something even new out of these cards.
Could just bend one, play with it a little bit.
That's your Uno deck, Steve, and Carter is kind of bending one of the cards in half.
Carter, I bought these first edition. Can you please? That was the last dollar that I had that week. Respect.
Draw 4.
And as Carter makes me draw 4, I don't picture my fingernails being too long, but in the carving of the 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I push my finger down just enough to prick it in the carving. I'm a little annoyed, but I'll laugh it off, and I'll kind of suck on the finger. Feel part of the game.
Come on, Stevie. It's not that bad. You don't need to suck your thumb just because you have to call a few cards.
Ooh.
Push it towards Cole. You could do it.
So I think we're pushing about 11:30. We've got dishes in the sink. Incidentally, if you've tried the pump to bring water into the sink, it does not appear to be working. You did notice a well on the way in, a standard kind of stone well with a hatch top. So at some point we're going to need to get water if we're going to wash those dishes either tonight or tomorrow. More drink, more cards. Lily, you throw the last log on the fire, and pretty sure this fire is not going to last the night. And there is no more wood next to the fireplace.
Damn.
Well, are you scared of the dark, Lily? Do you need me to go out there, cut up some wood?
Steve, want to come with me and get some wood? That just sounds weird.
I'm gonna just giggle. Yeah.
Lean over.
Bourbon.
Well, you two lovebirds have fun.
Shut up, Cole.
Looking at my biceps, I go, did just have a lot of protein with those beans and chicken. I'm ready.
From the hallway or the door to the outside, and before grabbing the yaks, I'm just gonna yell,
yeah,
bring a light.
Yeah, do I see a lantern anywhere?
So I think like under the countertop you found like one of those Coleman camping lamps, lanterns that has the little gas container under it, and makes a ton of noise but puts off a good bit of light.
I grab that. Lights up. Does it light up?
It does.
Checking.
And I almost stumble behind Lily. Not horribly, but put my arm on Lily's shoulder. You go, Lily, as we're going out the door, I didn't leave because I didn't care about your family. I just had things to do, I promise. I really hope everything's okay.
Steve, we talked about this before. I mean, if you had to do something, you could just be straight with me, Just why did you just leave? Not even a note?
I stumble.
Something?
I stumble back with the lantern in my hand. I go, Uncle Sam called.
Yeah, right.
And then
really,
the camera around my neck, I just kind of jiggle. I go, Lily, when I gotta make a buck, I have to make a buck. Look, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Did Lily know you went to Vietnam?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think. Yeah, he just disappeared.
Yeah. So this is news to you, Lily.
Yeah. Oh, Steve. I expect Cole to tell me something like, I gotta make a buck. But you? Expecting more.
And I think maybe with the alcohol in his system, he's a little bit more outgoing or herbaceous, whatever. Listen, Cole can't be the only moneymaker in this friend group. And I grabbed the lantern, knowing Steve hasn't made a buck off of his photos in quite a while. But he's away from that right now.
This is a week where you don't have to worry about it, Steve, which is nice. You're fully stocked, fully supplied. You're with friends. Lily, you get out around the corner. Steve's holding the lantern, and you see these large bisected cords of wood. Pull one down, roll it on its side, and I'm making an assumption here, but does Lily start chopping the wood?
Yes. I want to add, though, that she can't actually handle her alcohol. So she is kind of like shaky and, just...
What a great combination of things.
Hold it steady, Steve. Hold it steady. Just come on. Just stand there. We'll talk about all of that. Not now. Just can't. Just hold it steady, and then setting up the log, grab the axe. Mm. All right.
So we see you, Lily, chop, and even with a few in you, you're cutting through this wood a lot faster than probably Steve would have. And there's something comforting about just, being athletic. Chopping this wood, you're splitting the wood. You get a thought that, each log just splits open so clean. Like it's a hole, and I'm with my hands and this weapon, I'm splitting it in half and then in half again. And for a purpose, to keep my friends warm. Let's cut back into the kitchen. Carter and Cole.
I think if there's a moment, like after they've gone out and I've been sipping some of the bourbon, Carter, I don't think I've really thanked you for helping me out back then with some money to, pay the bills. Like, it was a little touch and go there, but I really appreciate you coming through for me back then. Everything's so expensive, and really appreciated that. And tell you what, I'm gonna make it up to you. I have a great business opportunity.
How about you have some more bourbon?
Well, if you insist, and I let you pour some bourbon in my glass.
So Carter and Cole, you're catching up. Cole, it sounds like you're looking for the right opportunity to share this opportunity, but it sounds like Carter shut you down pretty good. Back outside, Steve, a little wobbly on your feet. It's not just Lily, who's taking a little bit longer to cut the wood than if she was sober. Almost a little hypnotic too, right? Just this watching Lily one at a time, just chopping this wood, splitting this wood, and stacking the wood and getting a new cord. And after Lily splits pieces, you're taking the wood and you're stacking it, putting it away so that she can get another one going. And it's amazing, you think to yourself, how the grain of the wood is like fleshy sinew. It's fibrous, right? And it you could tell that this wood wanted to be opened and wanted to be split as you stack it. Can't hear you.
Smiling here. Lily. Can I can I see the axe?
What? No, Steve. You're just gonna drop it and cut your foot off or something.
I point over at a dead log to the left. I go, listen, you're very good at this. I'm always made fun of. I just want to be able to, everything going on in the world. I want to just hit something.
The axe comes down on the log right in front of you. Probably a bit too close this time. But after the axe is like wedged in the wood, she kind of like steps back and goes, I go, yeah, I get it, Steve. Sure, give it a shot.
Grab the axe.
You're not as good as Lily at this, but you start chopping.
I'm not chopping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not chopping. No. Sorry. No, I'm also not doing what you think I'm doing.
Instant regret.
I
Calls inside the house.
I grip the axe, the very bottom of the axe, for it's gonna hurt when I swing down. And my knuckles are white, and I go over to what looks like a rotten stump, I just go, I just need one swing. And I bring it up and I chop as hard as I can at just whatever's rotten in front of me.
Yeah, and you have to, I think you don't have any trouble finding a stump that's dead, right? Maybe it was part of the clearing to build this. Maybe you have the thought like it lost its body to make this cabin, and now it's just there dead. You chop into the stump. Go ahead.
I'm looking at Lily as I do it.
Yeah.
Eye
I think it's-
contact.
Yeah, and I think you have a thought as well. Eye contact with Lily as you're chopping this rotten stump. A lot easier. Man, what if flesh split this easy? What if you could take flesh, kind of like Cole did with that chicken, and rearrange it like you're stacking the wood?
Let out a big exhale. See? That's all I
go,
needed.
Yeah. Woo! Nice, Steve. Very nice.
Do we hear that from the
Destroyed that
inside?
wood.
Maybe. But you know, Lily, this is, you know how you're always louder when you've been drinking, louder than you realize your volume was the line. So yeah, probably Cole, through the window you can hear some clapping and some hooting and hollering. It's startling. The sound of the branches breaking and the movement from the edge of the forest.
Oh shit.
I don't need a roll. The two of you can tell something bigger than a squirrel is moving in the wood.
Vague distance.
Tough to tell.
Camera.
We can do a quick survival. Do you have survival? Any type of survival skill? It'll be at the bottom right.
No.
No. Okay.
No. Unless it's swim, which I don't.
No.
Swim away.
I'll tell you this, Lily.
woods.
The same with you, Steve. It's big. Maybe bigger than a dog. It's so dark that it's hard to tell. Is it, 10 feet, 10 yards, 20 yards deep in the woods? But it's moving. You can hear the branches breaking.
Oh crap, Steve! Give me that. We're going back inside. Just back away slowly. Let's just get back in there.
Yeah, if Lily is not dragging me, but guiding me inside, I think I would, consent. Will. I heard it, and I think I'm still mesmerized by splitting that log where I don't understand what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lily and Steve, it sounded like whatever was in the woods, maybe it was walking, but it picks up. More branches breaking and the sounds getting closer. Let's go to a 10-minute break. All right. So in the kitchen, Cole and Carter, you have been talking and drinking as Lily and Steve went outside. You heard the hoo-hoo, and you could tell it was Lily, and you could hear the clapping.
Well, at least it's not screaming or crying.
I mean, nobody ever claps for me, but
I clapped for you earlier.
oh, I mean, that's not what I meant. You know that, Carter.
But I thought
I
you
appreciate
were sales of the year.
Oh yeah, it's going great. 12 months in a row, unheard of. So you and what was his name? I want to say Mikey. You still an item? Is that still a thing?
No.
Oh, you're telling me that you know what happened?
Well,
You know.
I had this TA, and
Oh.
I mean, she's a grad student, so it's above board. But
Oh, I love that.
why? Thank you. I was a little nervous to bring it up, but actually, her name is Michelle. Ironically,
Well, going from, you know, I can see that. So this, like, you're serious with her, or sorry if I'm prying. I'm prying too much. Sorry, it's just like I'm just always interested in those kinds of things.
yeah. I mean, we're not necessarily living together yet, but things happen. What about you? What are you doing besides work?
As that question leaves your mouth, Carter, I do need to cut back outside because we kind of left that unresolved.
Mm-hmm.
Lily, I think you pick up on this maybe a half step before Steve. There's something in the woods. It is large, and it's coming towards us. What are you doing with that half step?
I want to throw Steve back into the kitchen, and then
So you're going to go to the back door?
Yeah, whatever's the closest door indoors.
The back door would be closest. Yep.
Yes, yeah. So throw him inside, follow, close door as fast as I can.
Steve, are you fighting this at all?
I think of it as a playful joke, where Lily, all right, we're going in here.
So what Cole and Carter see is the back door fly open and Lily almost picking up and throwing Steve into the kitchen. What are we doing now, Lily, after that happens?
Immediately follow into the house and close the door and look outside. And basically, hey guys, there's a big dog outside.
Well, you actually, I think, caught a glimpse, Lily. The half second between, you looking, all right, Steve's here. I don't know what that is. You're kind of doing this back and forth. As you are closing the door, you look one last thing at the woods. And by the shape of it, it's probably a bear. And you close and slam the kitchen door.
There's a fucking bear outside, guys. And is there something to put against? I mean, I don't know if it's going to hold. A bear can probably just punch its way in. But I want to warn the others.
Steve's on the floor. Carter and Cole, you're sitting in chairs. Steve's been thrown in. Lily has come in, thrown the door closed, and said, there's a fucking bear.
I mean, we're inside. Bear's outside. I see no problem there. Calm down, Lily. It's fine.
Hey, Cole. Did your Mr. Levinson?
Mm-hmm.
Did Mr. Levinson say anything about giant bears? Because, damn, that's pretty big.
Nope. He said nothing about bears. I don't think there's a bear outside. I mean, this is a little island. Why would there be a bear
There's
on
the
this island?
squid.
On the still
Well,
on,
I'm going to refer to the professor over here.
Steve.
still on the floor. I say, the island is. It's only a mile. I don't know how a bear could live out here. I look at Lily. We don't have an axe.
What do you
I
mean we
don't
don't?
Oh, I think Lily brought the axe.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think
The
the
axe
lan-
I
the
threw him
lantern-
in.
we don't have is a lantern.
Yeah, the lantern might still be outside.
Oh shit. Okay.
I stumble over to like the window in the kitchen and look out to where the lantern is still maybe glowing by where we were.
Yeah, you can see the light of the lantern. You can't see the lantern itself. It's very, very bright, and this dark shadow comes into view, and it's unmistakably a bear. But something's strange, and it's taking you a little while to take it all in, because the outline of this thing is slightly warped. It's shaped odd. On the front right shoulder, you see the bear's head, and it's kind of sniffing around, but on its shoulder is the head of a collie dog. And it's kind of half formed, and it's part of the shoulder. And the jaw of this dog is kind of like moving, but more moving because the bear is walking than because maybe the jaw is. And you can hear the smelling of the bear, and you can hear kind of a little whine coming out of this collie dog's head that's on the shoulder. And to be clear, it's on the shoulder. There's no sewn seams or anything. It is part of the shoulder, and it's reinforced by the series of maybe 7 or 8 raccoon arms that form the spine on the back of this bear. I need a sand roll.
What the
Okay.
fuck is
Yeah.
that?
So that was an extreme success. Steve is looking at what I just described. Why aren't you freaking the fuck out?
Well, there's a bottle of liquor next to me. I kind of scrub my eyes. I look at the bottle of liquor. I take a big shot, not from a shot glass, just from the bottle. I
Just
look
pause
back.
1 second. I do need, for the success, it's only a 1d4 sand loss. So if you can just you can just use the little tray at the bottom right and hit the
Only.
triangle. It'll let you roll a d4.
Only. Yep.
Okay, do me a favor and just drop your sand by 2. So you grab the liquor bottle, take a swig.
I'm looking at it. This is money. I've never seen this before. I'm not necessarily saying this out loud. I've never seen this before. I run to the back room.
So
Or
you guys
wherever
see,
my camera is.
yeah, Steve saw something and is now running to the back room. Lily, Carter, and Cole.
What the fuck?
Looks like he saw a ghost. It's a bear. Calm down, guys. I mean,
What?
it's not like he's gonna open the door and walk in.
Yeah, what the fuck, Cole? You didn't tell us fucking dangerous animals out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have a list with all the animals that might be on the island. I mean, you're fine, right? Nothing happened. It's a bear. It's a bear.
As Cole is saying this, I kind of want to because I haven't quite seen it, right?
Nope.
But I want to grab something to do an attempt at barricading this door, even though it's more of a emotional security.
Yeah. So this is a like farmhouse table. This is a table that Lily, maybe with a little bit of time, you could kind of get this moving. The rug might mess that up a little bit, but if you had some help, you could get that table up against that door. And I mean, I don't know if it'd stop a bear, but whew.
Yeah, of course. Fucking Steve, come on, help me out here. And I start pushing it.
Is that the table we're sitting on right now?
Correct.
Just like grab the glass off of it. Like, Lily, calm down.
Hurry the fuck up, Cole.
Hurry up with what? No,
there's a bear out there. I want to barricade this door.
There's no bear out there. You probably just heard some stuff in the woods. You do this. You overreact. Like, this is like every time you overreact.
What are you doing, Carter?
I've stood with my glass. I'm gonna go check on Steve.
Okay, you run out and you follow Steve. Cole, you're standing holding the glass. Lily, you're on your own. Good set of friends here. Give me a strength roll, please.
Here we go. Watch me go.
Okay, you and guess Carter and Cole aren't helping, and you lean in and you kind of break it free of its inertia, and you hear it sliding, and the rug that was under it is so thin that it's coming with it. And you can hear it kind of the wood on wood, even though there's a rug in between. That's how heavy this table is. And we're going to have you kind of sliding this thing and positioning it up against the wall. Steve, where did you go?
I grabbed my camera, not my Polaroid, and I'm sprinting back towards the door. Maybe Carter grabbed me. I'm
the front door?
Sorry, to the window.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
To the wall. Okay. Sorry.
So, Carter, you skeet in, and what happened?
There we go.
Wow.
You see Steve grabbing his camera.
It's just a bear, Steve.
Look up at Carter. It's not a bear. I know bears. That's not a bear. It's beautiful.
All right. Everybody calm down. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I cooked a chicken right. I don't know what's going on with the two of you. And I just saunter over, drinking just emptying the glass and just walking over to the window, I guess, that Steve looked out of.
Yeah, and between you and the window, the table used to be, but thank God somebody is blocking the door. Lily is dragging that. So you can just walk straight there. You don't have to go around the table. You almost trip on the small ring on the floor that's exposed when the rug has been moved.
Oh. I take mental note of that and still go to the window. There's probably nothing out there. You're just hearing things in the woods. I know you're scaredy cat, Steve. It's okay. Let Cole check it out.
You know what, Cole? It's like your words were made real. You get to the window. You can see the light of the lantern that they left out there. Mm-hmm. You can see the edge of the woods. You can see the patches of snow. You can see the fir trees slightly moving from the wind coming off the sea.
I mean, there's nothing out there, guys. I don't know what you saw. You got spooked. This is what happens when you live in the city. You just don't know what nature is like anymore. Just get that table away from here. There's nothing out there. Look, nothing's out there.
I want to go just shut up, and then listen for movement.
Give me a quick listen roll, Lily. Ray in chat thinks that Cole should be sent out for the lantern. Oh, whoa. An extreme success. Look at you, big ears, Lily.
Big ears.
Wow. Okay. You can hear that it's still out there. And what you have seen is the form of a bear. It doesn't surprise you that Cole didn't see anything because it sounds like it's gone more towards the side where the bedrooms are. You can hear that. And with that extreme success, I think you also hear the hollow noise under Cole's feet as he crossed over where the table used to be.
Okay, I take mental note of that. My priority right now is like, wait, just wait. And I track the noise, and I'm trying to run to wherever, other likely entry point there may be, find another window, go deeper into the house.
Yeah, and here's what I can tell you is you've seen most of the place, and you saw the size of this black bear, and there's no way it could fit through one of these windows. It was way too big. So the windows I don't think are a threat as long as you don't get right up there and say, "Please hit me, bear."
No, it's more like tracking it. Like I want to get eyes on it and see if it's on the window, then the other window, then it's coming around the main door.
You get to Cole's room, the iron room that's got that sparse layout with the iron bed. Cole has not opened the shutters on his window, but you can hear noise on the other side. It's over by this corner of the house.
Is it okay? So I guess my intent is it
really
circling
nice
to come around the other door?
It sounds like it's coming around. Yes.
So yeah, okay. If possible, I will want to preemptively get to the other door and also barricade it.
So you go through, and it's been left open. That weird half door that's a door on one side, and for whatever reason, a secret door on the other. You come there. You come to the front door. There is an outdoor light that is on. Came on when the big switch was flipped, and it floods the entire front area of this. You can't see far enough for the dock, though with the moonlight you can see the shape of the dock, and you can tell where there's water, where the shore is. You can see that well kind of back to the right, between the ocean and the cabin. I think you've moved faster than this thing, so you're not hearing it, but there's no question it was headed this way.
Okay.
Real quick, Stephen Carter, you come back into the kitchen.
The front door is, you said, not barricaded.
No, it's the back kitchen door that has been barricaded by Lily.
I'm gonna put my arm on Carter's shoulder and say, Carter, almost in a very meaningful way, Carter, you remember that photo that I took of you at the protest?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it got us both to where we are today.
This could be that photo. And I'm going to try and remove Carter's arm from my shoulder.
I
You
want
let him
to
go?
support your creativity, but I'm also very concerned. Lily also went that direction. I'm going that way. I am not prone to running towards panicked noises, but this is what happens.
And I think for Cole, Stephen Carter, the way that Lily's moving, you can tell Lily's tracking, right? Her movements are very deliberate. So you saw or heard Lily go to the hallway where the bedrooms are, and Lily's not trying to be quiet. You heard her come down the hallway. I think the three of you are around the living room and the kitchen right now as Lily comes out the other side into that entrance hallway. Cole, what have you been doing as you made it clear there's no bear?
So I've been observing, and I've been following Lily a little bit and looking at Steve. And I think just just proximity, them kind of freaking out is just starting to get a little to me. So I think I put my glass down. I think I look over to Carter, just trying to like see what Carter thinks of the situation. If this is like, should we take this serious? Are they okay? What do we? Just getting some eye contact.
Like looking at the stewardess during turbulence when you're on the plane.
A little bit like that, yes.
Like if they're freaking out. What's Carter doing?
Yeah. Should we? I think maybe we trust them a little bit.
Well, if there's a bear out there, Steve, maybe we don't go out right now. How about that? And I tried to like slowly like step in front of him, between him and the back door. You had a lot to drink. You probably just saw something out there. Just like, let's not run into the woods drunk. Remember, that didn't go well 10 years ago. It's not going to go well right now. I'm not going to fish you out of the water.
And Lily, you hear that conversation as you kind of burst into the entranceway. You look out and not see anything in the front yard, but you know that you're probably moving faster than that. Something about Steve going outside hit your ears.
Yeah, what? Steve, just stop your nonsense. Help me out to block this door as well, okay? If you want to take any pictures, take them from the inside. We have windows for that, okay? You're not going out there.
As I'm being yelled at, I'm stopped at the window where I saw the bear initially. Camera
in the
around
kitchen?
In the kitchen. Camera around my neck. And I'm just staring, sort of mesmerized at the spot. I snap out. I go, "What are you guys talking about, bear?" Yeah, I mean, if there's a bear around here, we have food in here. It's an old cabin. We probably should barricade.
I think when you say like, what are you talking about? I think I'm going to look at Carter and I'm going to look at Lily with just like this expression of like, what just happened? And I'm gonna like go over to Stevie. Hey, are you just? How about we sit down for a moment, okay? Just like sit down, like over here on the chair, and like try to guide you to the chair. How about you have some water?
I look at the chairs that have been spilled over from throwing a table against the door.
Yeah, I'll lift one up to like help you sit on it.
I'll sit down. Yeah.
And my eye catches now. I assume this is a trapdoor in the ground.
Yeah, you see the little the hook handle, right? That's lays flat, but you could put your finger in and it would lift up, and you can see the edging of what looks like a storm door or something.
Like a cellar.
Yeah. Carter and Lily. Lily, you're up front. Steve and Cole are there. Carter's kind of I don't know what the hell Steve's doing. What are you doing?
I wanna close this door. Does it look sturdier than the back door? Is it bigger,
not like
heavier?
marginally, right? It's not that. And keep in mind, in the living room there is another table. It's not nearly the table that you had in the kitchen, but that table, or if you also remember, there was the large bureau that was in the hall.
There was a trunk here as well, right?
There's a trunk in the living room.
Yeah. Does that look heavy enough? Or
it kind of depends if it's heavy or not. Like size wise, it's like a like an army foot locker size.
Yeah, no.
Maybe if it was super heavy would help, but
yeah, something from the hallway. And drag
looking at the
here.
hallway, then it's definitely going to be that large a bureau, right? Which again, it looks like something that you would open up and hang coats and stuff.
I'm going for that.
Okay, Carter, you see Lily doing that.
All right then, I'm gonna help.
Are we for real? Are we just
Look.
okay?
Abundance of caution. I don't want to get eaten by a bear.
All right, but y'all are gonna carry that.
Hold
back
on.
tomorrow.
Clarify. You two are in separate rooms here.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there's not a Cole Carter conversation happening right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna help.
Lily, I do need
Solidarity.
another strength roll. I want you to add one bonus die because Carter's helping you, please.
Roger that.
So in the system, when you get a bonus die, your 10s die, you roll 2 of them and take the lower of the 2. So that gives you a 43, which is a success. So Lily, similar situation. This thing has been sitting here for a very long time, but enough of it jerk, and you kind of break that inertia of decades of being stood here in the entrance. And the 2 of you with Carter, more Lily than Carter, but you guys are together, kind of pushing this thing and moving it up there. There is a rug there. That's gonna be a bit of a PETA. Who's moving it?
I will. I'm not. the
Yeah,
strong one.
yeah.
Carter, you grab this rug and you immediately just drag it away, exposing the wood. And Lily and Carter, you guys press towards that. Carter, you've heard there's a bear outside. Steve wants to take a picture of something that's not a bear. Walk me through what's going through your mind right now as you're dragging this with Lily.
I'm thinking we've all had some drinks. You know, it's elevated. I'm pretty sure Steve has been going through some hard times with everything going on. I mean, we were in protest together. I know kind of the situation a little bit. Also, bears, scary. Solidarity with Lily, you know. I'm a little freaked out, but I'm pretty sure things are going to be okay. I'd really like to just get the doors blocked, and then maybe we sit by the fire that is probably dying by now.
Yeah, so you're helping Lily, and you're pushing this, and you're thinking to yourself all of those things that you said. Another intrusive thought comes into your mind of, isn't it amazing how we can reuse things like this bureau, and we can combine it with the door to create something better, a barrier that protects us, as that thing then slams against the front door, blocking it.
Oh,
Good job, wardrobe. Yeah.
Let's cut back to the kitchen with Cole and Steve. Steve, it sounds like you looked back outside that kitchen window.
I did.
Yeah, didn't see anything.
Are you okay, Steve? Just, I'm like a deeper voice, a hand on your shoulders, like we never talked about anything, but you know you can always talk to me, right?
Yeah. Whatever, Cole.
No, not whatever, Cole. I mean it. Right? Like, I put all this, like, I know I boast, but like, you can talk to me. Like, whatever's going on, it's okay. Like, I'll listen.
Looking up at you, kind of a little teary-eyed. Just thought I was going to hit my next big break. That's all. And I'll kind of not shove you away, but take your arm off me and mosey on over to the chair.
But if you need, like, if you need a big break, like, come work with me. Like, I can get you a job. Like, just stop this, like, whole, like, photography hobby. I mean, it's not working out, right?
And real quick, as this professional counseling is happening, Carter and Lily, you have blocked that front door, and you're walking into this very common situation in conversation.
As they walk in, I'm going to stop talking. Just like, it's like,
It's a career, Cole.
You're
I'm not a suit like you.
Hey, I was just trying to help out here. Trying to help out.
Okay, this is an old argument conversation. Why don't we just sit by the fire, have a little conversation, wind down, we can go to bed. You know, we're stronger together as a unit. You know, when things combine, it's better. So let's merge this energy that's a little frantic right now. I think
God, it feels good saying that, doesn't it, Carter?
I woke up to
Okay, everybody-
Steve, and I want to put my hand on his shoulder. You okay, buddy?
Yeah. All good.
I kicked the ring. Like, what's up with that?
So you're headed back to the kitchen. It sounds like this was all happening in the living room.
I thought like he sat down near the.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Let's
near
all
the- near the
great.
ring.
We're all in the kitchen. Great.
I figured that's.
Go to the living room.
That
And
the-
you point out the ring.
Yes, just like kick us like. What's up with that?
Wait, what?
Man, down there. Look at that. It's like a hatch. Oh, we can hide from the bear in there. Ooh. If it comes in here, we all go in there and then we hide.
Cabins have basements.
There's probably more pickled onions down there.
Or rats? We're not gonna go down the cellar now, right? Come on, guys.
No.
There's nothing else.
Oh, come on. Are you all chickening out on me?
Yes.
Yes. Immediately, yes.
All right, let's just like get our mind off the whole bear thing. Let's go explore. I just like kneel down on the ring and I'm just like seeing if it's like closed or.
Yeah, you can get your finger under the ring. And you give it a yank.
Yeah.
And you see the dust kind of bounce as you do that, but it's kind of stuck. So can you give me a strength roll real quick?
Absolutely. Regular roll. Let's do this.
There's our good
Oh,
rolls.
yes.
So the first time you give it a yank and you realize, oh shit, and you kind of stand up, right, and bend over and put your legs into it as you go. And two things happen at once. We hear like the of the door scraping wood against wood as it kind of separates from the floor and it hinges up. We hear the squeaking and the yelling of the old hinges as this gets pulled open. At the same time, we hear something thumping and pressing against the front door. Cole, you're seeing wooden stairs leading down, but you're all heard something at the front door.
Okay, now that I heard something against the front door, like, oh shit. Oh, that was large.
And no shit, Cole. I want to lean in from the doorway threshold or watch the window or in the
Okay.
direction of the door to see what's the status.
So after that first pressing, you kind of go to the living room, you look at the door, and you see the bear head. Just the very top of it, the ears, and it looks like the bear had rammed its head into the door. And you can see that the bureau gave a good bit. And the bureau's blocking like half the window of the front door, right? So you're only seeing the very top half. And you expect to see the head again. Maybe it's going to press again. Maybe it's going to try to ram it again with the top of its head. But then you see it kind of turn. And you see this slack-jawed collie head that's part of its shoulder. And you see it go, just kind of throw its tongue at you. So I will need a sand roll from you.
Fuck.
Because you now realize this isn't a bear.
Sand roll. Wow.
It's a failure. I need a 1d8, please.
Boom.
So drop it by 4. So a couple things real quick. So getting a 5 sand loss from the same source causes a bout of madness. So you dodge that bullet. So well done. So just a quick check though, Lily. Losing 4 sand. Can you give me an update on your daily?
4 out of 9.
Okay. So if Lily tonight loses 5 more sand, there will be some temporary repercussions of that. So you see that go by, Lily. So now Carter has seen this and you have seen this. What is your reaction as soon as that thing passes that causes that 4 sand loss?
What the fuck is that? What? Jesus. No. Start going, no. I'm not gonna approach that door. I stay at the threshold, and for quite a few seconds, I think I just freeze going, no, 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 this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening.
What's the reaction for the other three?
Cole would like to go to the window because all this, like, it's just a bear. Right.
So you would, are you going to the front door window, or are you going to try to open the window to the living room?
I've seen Lily see something and like freak out or just behave very oddly. I'm just like, it's a bear. I heard something slam against the door, so I'm just gonna go check if I see something.
Yeah, I'm imagining, Lily, you might step back a few steps.
Yeah, I actually want to add the thing.
Please.
So I step back and I have the axe in my hands. I'll clutch to it, kind of like cradle it, like, no, 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 fuck that, no.
And Cole, you're given space now. Lily's kind of backed away from the window, and the bureau is between you and the front door, and you look out and you can see the flood of light that's lighting up this entire front yard. You see the well off to the right. It's a circular well with kind of a stone well, and it's got like Fisher Price My First Well, right? It's got two pieces of wood up, it's got the roof on it, and the whole thing. The woman watching you is startling, though. And as soon as you make eye contact, you couldn't see her completely. You see her head bob back down behind the well.
Oh,
so
hell
can
no.
I have a sand roll, please?
Why is that scarier than the bear?
Right? Oh my god.
All right. That
Okay,
would be a success.
A success. So I don't know, Cole. Is it because you were told there'd be a bear and there was a woman? Like what? How are you keeping your
trick of the light? Trick of the light. Just like there's no woman like at the. Everybody's getting to me. That just y'all are freaking me out. Just is this like some joke? Are y'all playing a joke on me? Come on, come clean.
Carter, I need a psychology roll, please.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
So Cole's reaction. Cole saw something, but Cole is trying to pretend that he didn't see something. You know Cole saw something.
All right, guys, come clean. Like y'all are playing a joke on me, right?
What's up? Is it another bear?
No, there's nothing out there. Nothing. Just woods. Just y'all seeing like. Okay, maybe there's a bear out there. That's what banged against the door, but it's gone now. Nothing's there. Lily, you can let go of the axe. Like
I'm pacing back and forth with the axe. Just going, no, 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 no.
Steve, what are
Lily,
you doing?
you're freaking me out.
Maybe there's some bear spray here. There's got to be some practical, like, what's in this trunk? There's like deer antlers. Maybe there's something else.
There's got to be a rifle.
or some bear spray. So you can the small footlocker, or the medium-sized footlocker that was in the living room and had the antler come out. Carter, you come over, you throw it open, and it is full of deer antlers of all different sizes. It's a graveyard of deer antlers.
Well, that's less than helpful.
Any rifle in there?
Just some of these. I'm gonna
Walk over.
pick one up. Did we check all of the cabinets? We should get in a central location? Because y'all are freaking me out. Away from the windows?
I would like to look out the window again.
No, I would not like you to do that.
Cole,
what are you doing?
Cole, you look back out the window and you see an empty front yard and a well. So very quickly, we have the footlocker as a touchstone We have an animal outside. Steve says there must be a rifle. 3 of you have seen the hunter's room. And I just want to quickly remind you that there was a large trunk with a padlock on in the hunter's room.
I'm not gonna say that, but I look at everyone. I go, great. We're in a hunter's cabin in the woods, and there's no rifle around. There's plenty of deer antlers. How'd the deer antlers get here? Probably no rifle. That's fine. We'll let the bear in. That's. I just put my
Play dead.
hand over my face. Maybe the basement's a better idea. Who knows?
I don't think the basement's a good idea.
Well, then
No, because
maybe there's
I
a
like to
weapon
be
in the basement.
warm. We
Well,
have
we
no
don't have
light.
to
We
stay
have
down
no
there.
lantern.
There's
Remember
gotta be a
that.
light. I actually go into my pocket and I pull up my Zippo ladder that I have. And that's enough light. If it's enough for Die Hard, it's enough for this game.
There is no
Um,
Die Hard. Cole, come on.
It's good enough for die.
Bruce Willis hasn't even been in Moonlighting yet.
Oh no, I mean, if it works in there, it might work here. No, I'm lighting, just using the Zippo lighter. I got a light. Just
I'm gonna go to my duffel, which I assume is laying somewhere.
Oh, it's in the
living
blue room, which is not far from
Oh.
where you guys are right now, right?
I'm gonna go grab a flashlight so we don't burn anything down.
Yep, you grab the flashlight, you flick it, nothing. You slam your hand against it twice, and it comes on. And it's one of those old, and the old people that are watching will remember those red, cheap, red flashlights that had the large white flick up and down. That's the kind of flashlight it is.
Okay, so
old people will remember. I remember. How is that going to make me feel?
Not getting younger, Z.
how about we peek around, make sure there's no bears in the basement, and then maybe we could get some. I don't know what we can get, but I would like us to stay calm as a unit. I'm clearly not used to being in charge of people.
And I want to level set things very quickly. Steve has seen what the bear is. Lily has seen what the bear is now. Cole has seen a part of the bear, but not enough to indicate that the bear is not just a bear, but has saw what might have been somebody watching from behind the well. Carter, you have not seen shit.
No, I think you're all drunk as fuck. So, can we just... If we had any water, I would give it to you, but the pump isn't working. So...
I'm not going to that well.
There's a bear, probably.
Right, a bear. You're right, a bear. Okay.
I've been into jungles, rice paddies. I've taken some photos of some very fucked up shit. I've never seen something like that.
You're saying that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the first time you're talking about it?
It's almost beautiful. It's a work of art.
But not as beautiful as me in that photo, right?
I shoot Carter a look of almost like, not today.
So, Lily, you've seen what Steve has seen.
But I nod.
How is Steve is describing things maybe different than you would have described it.
Yeah, I think there's a moment where Carter said, "Let's not burn the house down." I glance at the fire. And I remember that the fire brings safety, warmth, good
It transforms, doesn't it?
Transforms. It may get us out of this one. I start walking toward it. as they're talking.
Yeah, why
Vietnam.
don't we sit? We can sit by the fire and recoup. I like this.
Yeah,
I want
good idea.
find maybe a log that still has fire on it. I want to, I guess, fashion some kind of torch.
No. Here, flashlight. Better than torch. In Britain, they call it a torch. It's great.
It's not for the light, Carter. It's for the bear.
Put that lock back down, Lily. Just, we got an axe.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, right? We don't need.
You haven't seen it? It's big, very big.
It's a bear. Okay. So
Lily,
what?
you're
It's a bear.
It sounds like Lily, you're using the poker maybe to kind of get a log out while it's on fire. You get an unburnt edge out there that safely you could grab with your hand, and you're looking at this log that's burnt in half now. You're going to end up, if you pull this, you can tell that you're going to separate the log from its other end because it's been burning in the center. And you think to yourself, wouldn't flesh warp beautifully in fire's hands? And I want you to imagine, Lily, you think to yourself, God, what would it smell like if flesh was cooking? I definitely need a sand roll.
Yeah. I definitely need a Here goes.
Seeing all these crazy people, the basement doesn't sound that bad anymore.
I need a 1d4 for your sand loss on the success. All right, we drop by 1. So that if I remember correctly, now we're 5 of 9 for your daily, Lily.
Yes.
So, Lily, I want to talk about what you thought, because I want to clarify, you did not hear this. It was nestled and slid in between your thoughts. And that one sand loss, for one split moment, you question what you just said to yourself, which is reasonable. It probably is the first time you thought about burning flesh.
Yeah. I think I reach for the log and reach too far into the fire at some point. And eventually I feel the burn and pull back quickly. And at that moment, I'm like, wait, what? No, grab it safely. And I try to pull it out safely, like grab the non-burning part instead of the burning part.
I would like to intervene and grab
Please.
your hand instead of letting you grab a burning log. Hi, yeah, okay. You've got your axe. Axe is great. We're not gonna burn ourselves today. Okay.
So Carter grabs your wrist, Lily, and is trying to stop you from doing what you said. Are you allowing that to happen, or are you going to resist?
I want to resist.
Okay, great. Let me get 2 strength rolls, please. Whoever has the highest success.
Oh my God.
No. So I just roll strength, right? I
Just
just
straight up strength. And remember, there's degrees of success, right? Carter
Wow.
failed. We got an extreme success from Lily. There's a big difference here. So Carter reaches for your wrist, and Lily, you can override this, but I think you push Carter away.
yes.
I think you just
No.
You Heisman
Shove her.
straight arm Carter, and Carter, you land on your back as Lily continues to pull that out. And Cold and Steve, of course, you're watching this.
Yeah. No, you don't understand. I just throw her, push her aside, and go for it.
I am stunned on the ground. Just stunned.
Cole's holding this burning log and an axe in the other hand.
Lily.
Lily is.
Lily is too. Sorry.
I look up at Cole. Immediately start sprinting towards Lily.
All right,
Screaming.
everybody calm down. Lily, what are you doing?
Stay away! And I point the fire the burning log at them.
Hey,
Just
hey,
stay
easy.
away.
Easy. We're not the bear's out there, okay? Calm
I know.
down, Lily.
I'm
It's
trying to
us.
get this ready for the bear. We gotta kill it.
Okay. How about we put the log back? Okay. Nobody's hurting you. We're gonna be fine. All right. All right.
give
if
me a
everybody
persuade,
freaks
Cole.
out- Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any helping in Call of Cthulhu? So like,
Kind of, but I think right now it's cold. That's
okay.
really here.
That's not really good for a salesman. My persuade, I gotta say.
Well, so here's the other thing: you could do a fast talk, but there has to be a shred of untruth to what you're saying.
Fast talk. Yeah.
So if you want to lie to Lily, you're more than welcome to. And considering what you saw outside, that's possible.
Okay, I'm going to use fast talk. I'm like, Lily, I saw it. There was a bear, a small little bear. It wandered off into the woods. It's not here anymore. Okay, we're good. Like nothing's going to get us. It's just wildlife. I know it's scary. It's dark. We've been drinking. Just calm down, okay? And
That's definitely a fast talk.
Okay.
And we just learned what kind of salesman Cole is.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Lily, I don't know if you believe everything Cole just said, but maybe it gives you a blink of, okay, with my three friends, the threat is outside. I'm brandishing an axe and a burning log.
I am the threat. Yeah. I think Cole gets to me, and I slowly just, start breathing again. Probably. Yeah. You're right. We don't know what that is, but fuck, it was big, Cole. You haven't. Did you see it? It's fucking big.
It was just a bear. It's dark outside. Shadows play tricks with your mind. It's fine. It was just a bear. We've been drinking. I saw it wander off. I saw it wander off in the woods. I saw the tail end of it, and it disappeared. It's fine. Okay.
I gotta ask though. We don't hear any movement right now. There's no more.
You can give me a fresh listen, Lily. A lot's been happening. I don't think you've stayed focused at this point.
Right. I want to make sure you're not getting contradictory information. What?
Nothing else.
I don't want to lie to the woman with the log and the axe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put down the fire, but I'm gonna keep the axe.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. I'm
Let's-
sorry.
let's-
I'm sorry. I wanna put the fire down. I wanna go to Carter, offer my hand. I don't know if you're still on the ground. I'm sorry, Carter. And reach for your hand. I'm sorry. Just
Do you take it, Carter?
No, I roll over, push myself up on my hands and knees, say, fuck this. I'm not your mom. I'm not your RA. And I'm going to storm off to my room.
fuck that.
It's okay. I'll talk to her. I'll just Steve, can you just oh god, both of you. Okay. Just don't get into trouble for a moment. Just it's gonna be fine, okay? Just don't do anything stupid. And I'm just walking after Carter.
I'll grab your shoulder a little bit as you're leaving.
Yeah.
So, Cole.
Yeah.
12 months straight, #1 salesman. Good work. Pat you on the back.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. That really weirds me out. The timing of this. Thanks. Really appreciate the vote of confidence. Don't do anything stupid.
It wasn't meant to be like go get her. Go get him, pal. It was It was
a genuine thank you.
Yeah, a genuine. You did good there. That was.
If you want the job, we can talk. Okay, you can be that too, right? All right.
ABC, always be closing.
You know it. You know it.
Maybe.
Carter, you slam the door. You're now in the blue room. Right? All the chaos, everything out there. Talk of bears outside or a bear outside. When your butt finally hits the bed, and maybe you didn't realize how tight every muscle in your back and your shoulders were, and they let go. Can you give me just a little bit of an idea of what the hell is going through your mind right now?
Just, I don't know where all this drama is coming from. I haven't seen a bear. I haven't seen anything. I came to see some friends. I didn't want to get into a bunch of shit. And honestly, at this point, I choose the bear. I'm done with this bullshit. And I'm trying to like breathe. And I keep getting angrier. I'm like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. You know, we're supposed to be together. Like, this is supposed to be a great trip, and we're supposed to be a unit, and everything is just not going to plan. And I think maybe even like audibly just like,
Yeah, it's so frustrating, right? They're being idiots. Like, you think after 10 years we would have seen some maturity from any of the three of them. You're sitting there, you're by yourself, you've slammed the blue room door closed, you're sitting on the edge of the bed looking at the window with its faces the front yard, but the window's closed, right? The shutters are closed on it, and it feels a little suffocating in here, Carter. With some air movement would be good. It'd be nice to be watched.
What?
yeah, you know, I have to open that window. It's too. I'm alone. I don't want to be alone. I want somebody to witness what I'm feeling. I need some validation right now.
You walk over, and to open the shutters, you have to kind of lift the window up, and it may have been painted a coat of paint before, since the last time it was open, so you have to kind of break that seal of the paint that was put on the window frame, and you bust it, and you can see the paint chips kind of fall and combine together as they fall and lay on top of each other in a beautiful pattern. And you push the wooden shutters open, and the shutters open up, and you see the left side of this front yard. It's not quite as bright as before, and you know for a fact, though you see nothing. Oh, it's so nice to be watched. I will need a sand roll.
Here we go.
And you just turn around and walk back to the bed. What's Lily, Cole, and Steve doing?
Well, I was walking to, like, following slowly after our
Carter?
Carter. Yeah, I was following Carter to, like, smooth things over.
So the door has been slammed shut. So you come to a closed door. There's no locks here. So
I mean, I'm just gonna like tuk tuk tuk. Hey, Carter. Carter. Tuk 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 tuk. Carter, come on. I don't know what's up with Lily. Just everybody's just on edge. She didn't mean it. You know, Lily, she's... Come on, talk to me. Tuk 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 tuk.
No.
Pretty please with some whipped cream on top. Tuk 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 tuk.
Do you have that pie?
Not with me right now, but we can find it.
Talk to me when you have something to offer.
Lily and Steve, what are we doing?
I'm looking at Lily.
Yeah, I think we. I also look at Steve, feeling kind of just ashamed. My head is down.
Lily, are you okay?
No,
I know you said you don't drink that much. I don't know if that's what's gotten into you, but I don't think you should have that in your hand anymore.
I look down at the
Looking at the
axe.
axe.
Yeah, I look down at the axe. Right. I'm gonna place the axe by the fire, and I'm gonna slow walk towards the hallway to my room.
As you're getting up, a slow embrace, a hug. It's
Steve's going in for a hug, Lily.
going in for a hug.
Yeah, I'll stop, turn around, go for the hug, and I think you probably hear a sob when we're, the face is behind your ear, just so you hear a sob. Like, when I turn back to walk, like break away, I quickly turn my face away so you don't see it. Quickly turn away and walk. This time, brisk, faster towards the hallway.
As you walk away, this is fucked up. This was supposed to be fun. Everything is wrong. I don't have a bed. I'm looking down the hallway. I'm looking for Cole.
Cole's right there in front of Carter's room.
Okay. Cole, I think we need to either go to bed or we need to find some way to something's not right, man. Something's not right with this whole house.
What do you mean something's not right with this house? Like it's a hut, it's a cabin, and what's gotten into you people? Everybody's losing their mind. I pay for this place for us to have like a nice getaway, for us to like bond, and Lily is throwing Carter around. Carter's losing her mind. I don't blame Carter, honestly. You're like, I don't know what happened to you, buddy, but like you're not okay. I mean, like, I was trying to do something nice here, and you just, I don't know, man. Like, nothing's wrong with this house. I don't know what you saw out there. There's nothing out there. Just everybody's getting me freaked out. I thought I saw something. Just, you're getting into my head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Saw something?
Don't forget about it.
In between.
Forget about
Is there any way to do persuasion on other players?
Sure.
Oh, of course. So talk to me about the goal here. What are we trying to do, Steve? Trying to read Cole?
Yeah.
Are you trying to persuade Cole to open up? What are
I'm
we
looking
trying
at
to do?
psychology, actually. I think it's
All right. So,
reading.
yeah, why don't you give me a quick psych roll?
Yep. I don't think it's more so persuading. Great.
So here's what you know is, Cole looked outside. It's possible. It's possible what Cole is saying is true. It's also possible what Cole is saying is a bunch of shit. You'd think that Cole would react if Cole saw something. So that makes you think, so you honestly have no idea whether Cole is telling the truth or not.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this
I just
will
thought
all
I saw
blow over.
something. I just thought I saw something. There was like a person at the well. It's just all of the stuff that I keep hearing about a bear, and just There's nothing out there. Okay, something's out there. Something banged against the door. I'll admit I heard that. That was creeped me out too, weirded me out, but it's gone. Like, do you hear anything right now? And I'm like listening, like intently.
I was gonna say, do I?
Do we hear anything?
Who has a better listen between the two of you?
What would that be?
I'm at 35.
Where's listen? I'm trying to find it right now.
It's
To
going to
the
be
right, like
on the right
6
side.
down, 5 down.
5 down. Oh, 30.
Okay, go ahead, Steve. Cole says, we don't hear anything out there. You stop for a second. Believe it or not, Cole takes a breath and stops talking for a moment. There's a minute of silence, like a split second of silence, and Cole's right.
Sure, Cole. You're always right. The next big it's always the next big sale. There's nothing's happening. Nothing. Everything is fine. I'm looking at Cole directly in the eyes. So all blow over in the morning, won't it? And I look at the cellar. And what? We go to bed with a half-open cellar. The doors are barricaded.
It's closed.
We're not getting our security deposit back. It's fucked. We're fucked.
What are you talking about? We're fucked. There's nothing going. We'll put the furniture back. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about the security deposit, okay? I'll worry about those things.
I don't have money for that.
You don't. I'm paying for this, okay? I'm paying for this. It's fine. You don't need to pay me back anything. I'm trying to do a nice thing here, and it's fine. You don't have to pay me anything. I want you to have a good time. I want you to take a load off and leave whatever baggage you have, leave that somewhere else, and just like enjoy yourself.
And real quick, Carter, you can hear this through the relatively thin door of your bedroom. Lily, you're right there hearing all of this as well.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to grab my notebook and sit at the desk and start writing.
You want to grab another drink, Steve?
Sure, buddy. I'm sorry. Sorry
It's
about
okay.
earlier.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all friends here. It's fine. We'll have a drink. We'll relax. We'll let those two calm down.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They're going to need some sleep. You know how Lily can get. She can get a little hot-headed. They'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Carter, as you're writing on the desk, you look to your right, and the side drawer is slightly open on this desk, and there's some papers, and you can see some handwriting on the top paper.
Might as well pull it out and read it.
It's 2 torn pages, handwritten. And if you're okay with it, I would like you to read it to us. Did it come up for you?
Mm-hmm. April 14th, 1945. I found them today in a locked trunk at the bottom of Mother's wardrobe, Father's journals, preserved as though waiting for me. The language is dense, scientific at first, but threaded with strange references to symbols, rites, and bodies that did not behave as bodies should. I cannot help but wonder if this was what consumed him in the end. June 2nd, 1945. The symbols repeat across the pages, spirals, lattices, equations that collapse into sigils. He speaks of a sample recovered from the threshold between worlds. Could Father have glimpsed some truth hidden from the rest of us? I feel a stirring in my own mind when I trace his diagrams. I am not repelled. I am compelled. January 8th, 1947. It cannot remain a theory. To truly understand, I must attempt the steps described in Father's notes. The vessel must be crafted to hold not just matter, but essence. I have acquired a glass cylinder, reinforced with bronze, etched with the same designs he sketched. It will contain what comes through. It must. March 19th, 1947. It requires alignment, salt, blood, and a vessel of life fluid. I cannot trust another to assist. It must be by my hands alone. Already, I hear a whisper when I study the diagrams. Encouragement, perhaps? My colleagues would laugh if they knew, but I am certain that Father was on the verge of greatness. I will step across the threshold for him.
Let me have a quick sand roll, please, for you, Carter.
Itty bitty.
1d4 sand, please. Well done. All right, that's 2 sand. What's your daily, real quick?
10.
10 of how much have you spent? Just 2 of 10? Was that your first sand
Yep,
loss?
this is my first sand loss.
Very nice. So we're going to quickly go to credits. When we come back from credits, we got a lot to talk about. We'll be right back. All right, so first I need to start with Arturo. Arturo, welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we acquired you through Z, and you continue the streak. It seems like we are unable to recruit and sit at a table with bad people. So I really appreciate you trusting us and coming and sitting with us. So one of the things we do, Arturo, is we do at the end of every episode, we do what's called thoughts, stars, and wishes. Thoughts is a focus at a meta level, like the system, the structure of the scenario, things like that. What are our thoughts about the game? Stars, yeah, stars are what stood out, right? So if tomorrow someone asked you, hey, I heard you play Call of Cthulhu yesterday, you'd be like, yes, let me tell you what happened. Like, what were the moments that are going to stick with you? What were the star moments? And then wishes are either something that happened you want more of, or something that didn't happen that you are hoping for. So I'm going to give you time to like digest all of that, Arturo. We'll start with Cody. Cody, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Yeah, thoughts. The system is super fun. I know we're playing more of a grindhouse.
Yeah, this is not the typical scenario for Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, so it's definitely cool to see it be adapted into this, and it's my first time really playing the system. But I think going off of that, we really set up a lot of the scenario this stream, and I just looking at my skills, and I'm sure everyone else's skills, like there's so many that I'm like ready to pull the trigger on and use next game. So I can't wait to really like try and unlock the the skill system more.
So let's talk stars. When did you feel the most in the game, or what would you tell somebody about tomorrow?
I loved Lily grabbing that piece of burning wood, and just how, again, the system also benefited the role play, and like that completely shifted the entire session.
Yeah.
Just one roll shifted the whole session. So I think both leaning into the whole not pyromaniac, but the fire aspect, but leaning into that and then having it tilt the whole session in such a great way. I thought that was amazing. So
DK, welcome back. I missed
Oh,
you.
why, thank you. I missed you too.
Thoughts, stars, and wishes.
So this is actually the second time I've played this system, but it was a billion years ago.
It's a long time.
I know. I'm so old. So many flashlights in my history. Fun story. I went to a rage room, a Wreck-It room, and the flashlight, the old school plastic flashlight, was one of the hardest things to destroy.
Isn't that funny?
First thing I thought of. The system is cool. I like the sand. I like that stuff. The push being a potential coming up, but we haven't quite gotten to that part yet. So I'm excited to explore a little bit more. There's so many skills in this system that it's a little overwhelming. But that means there's a lot of potential, which is fun. One of my favorite things about stories, TV, is backstory. So like the first episode, the first session of something is always my favorite because you're just figuring things out, learning people. So this was amazing. So my star is, I think, everybody did a really good job of just rolling with these little intrusive thoughts, just fully embracing that. And I haven't played with any of these three before, so being able to bounce off of that was a lot of fun. Just seeing how, oh yeah, burning flesh, it's fine. It's, oh yeah, beautiful raccoon arms. I just like all of this crazy, and just watching people like, oh yeah, it's fine. And pretty seamlessly. So I just have to say, this was so much fun to play today. My wishes, do it again. I agree with Cody that having that one roll really determine, okay, shit's getting real.
Yeah, tone was set, wasn't it? Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't seeing the mutated bear. It was Carter getting pushed down by Lily.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What do we say?
That's real.
So it, seeing how that actually worked firsthand in the moment, I'm excited for more of that. Would love to see that, and just see these people play some more. I just think that's my wish. Play some more.
So, and to pull the veil very quickly. So one of the things that I'm now doing, and I've been doing it for a little while, every single new game we have, I give the players a list of bonds, which is nothing new. It's just not part of Call of Cthulhu, right? And these are basically a list of things that they can say, hey, this is something that happened between us. This is a reason that it can be either good or bad. It doesn't necessarily have to be a good thing, but it gives a sense of history for each one of them. And for GMs out there, if you're not doing this, you've got to start. Come up with a list. I think I gave you guys 20 of them to pick from. And then there was a lot of chatter, in the private Discord that we had. And man, oh man, did it pay off. Like I saw each of you pulling and pushing each of those bonds, and it made this such a much fuller thing. Like I believe the four of you went to college together, which I think is really, really, really cool, without us, saying, hey, do you remember in college? Right. We didn't have to do anything. Like it was very believable. So Arturo, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Thoughts. So many thoughts. First time playing this system. I am a big fan of any system that reinforces roleplay and the narrative, the story. If the story is made better because you're playing with the mechanics, that's amazing. And the fact that it worked perfectly, it's a testament to that. I love the fact that you gave us these prompts for the roles before the game, and the way we so far have been playing with the tropes of a grindhouse horror film, but at the same time feeling fresh. I mean, if this was a movie, I would watch it. Because that's what I'm doing. This is the kind of movie I would definitely watch. I love all of the characters. Stars is just a crazy hard question, Everybody here is amazing. They're like weaving into their little details of the characters, the story in just a couple of sentences. But yeah, the standout moment is definitely to me the moment we clashed. Because it's often not the monster outside that is the problem. It's the conflict between the characters. And that's exactly what happened. And again, as all of you mentioned, the system made it possible. So I love that scene so much. Wishes? I want to play more with all of y'all. So
Hint, hint.
yeah, there's that. I hope this is not just like a two-shot thing and never again. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I look forward to the bloody part of the story, but that's naturally going to happen later, so I don't feel that's necessary to wish for. I believe it. I believe this is going to happen.
I'm sure it's hard for me to imagine a world where that doesn't happen. Last but not least, Z, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Yeah, thoughts. What I like about what I like seeing is when these intrusive thoughts are coming in that the essentially game master gives, like, oh yeah, you're kind of like, this is a thing that's kind of like creeping at the edge of your consciousness, and it's what it makes me think of is like almost stage directions that are like, they're optional, or at least they are like, it's a thought, so it's like it doesn't affect your character like oh, you take damage, or because of it you lose sanity. It's not like you told them something and then they lose sanity where they have no effect on it. So it's like this optional thing that then you can play with. You can like take it and run with it, or try to ignore it, or whatever you do. I really like those little things, just giving players something to play with. Those were really fun. All I could think about though, like when everybody was talking about it, is like, what do you mean intrusive thoughts? Cole didn't get a single intrusive thought. Like everybody's losing their mind and Cole's just like, what is happening? So those are my thoughts. I did like that. Star for me is gonna have to go to Cody Stevie, just for. So normally it's the, like the person running the game that comes up with the mystery, and you're just like, oh, what's going on here? Like that's so weird. Like those like weird things you're putting out there. You rarely have it that a player does that just with their character. And I was like wondering, what is going on? What is happening to Stevie?
Steve is not well.
No,
Yeah,
he's
clearly,
not
and I thought
well.
it was great because I was, as a player, I was like, what is happening? Did Craig and Cody talk about this before?
Nope.
So that was really cool. So that's gonna be my start. And for wishes, I would love to now see the characters just in more difficult situations, and seeing how they react with this, like how they play off with their past, or like their relationships when it gets crazy. And I want to know what's in that friggin' basement. It's there. I want to see it. It's calling to me. So
So real quick, meta level, I'm talking to Arturo, DK, Cody, and Z now. What the hell's going on? What do we think's going on here?
I mean, most of the characters don't know that, except maybe now, Carter. But there's somebody messed around with something.
Yeah,
and
but
should have
Z
not
knows
done
it, right? So yeah,
Yes.
that's why I'm talking at the player level here. Like, what do we think is happening here?
We're going a little bit nuts,
I think,
step by step.
yeah, I think maybe the alcohol hit a little bit too soon. We don't know what's going on. Nothing's going on. Nothing bad is going on. We just need to let it.
What does
play.
Cody think, though? I don't care about Steve right now. What does Cody think?
I think shit's about to hit the fan. That's what Cody thinks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's there's something weird about just the location, because like the thoughts that are coming into people's heads, like That's different than just like a horror that just wanders around, like the messed up thing we have seen or will see. The thoughts are just like a weird magical thing that I don't understand.
I kept thinking about Island of Dr. Moreau when you first brought up the collie, and then but it was like, oh, but there's no stitches. Like, so this is going to be a little more organic, as in some possibly unfathomable force might be influencing this.
Raccoon, bear, dog.
Cyclopean horror.
It's somehow more horrifying than anything I can imagine.
I wonder what's going to kill us, if it's going to be each other or something else.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah. See. The girl you saw, Z.
Oh, I was a girl. Woman, girl.
So it's a woman. Hard to say. Like all you were able to register is that it was feminine.
Yeah.
You couldn't get a full sense. It was very far away on the other side, but yeah.
I mean, so on a meta level, I'm thinking that the person who wrote this journal entry is probably they are connected. Maybe the housekeeper is in on it. I don't know. Like you would know if this is happening, right? Like, I don't know. I have no idea what the backstory is.
Well, we're set to play next Thursday, I think, right? No, not next Thursday. I think in 2 weeks we come back. Yep. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. We got a lot to happen, so we'll see you then. This Saturday is episode 2 of Monster of the Week. If you missed episode 1, you really missed something. So go back and watch episode 1 so you can watch it live Saturday. And then Sunday, if you're the I Need More Z Club, Z is also playing Call of Cthulhu on Sunday, a far more traditional type game, of far more investigative. That's Forget Me Not. Go back and watch episode 1 so you can watch us play live. Take care.
Howdy, friends. Thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.